Welcome to Spoken English TV. In today's video, we're learning how to speak English when giving feedback politely, naturally, and confidently. You'll learn easy phrases, real life Indian examples, and fun tips to help you sound fluent and friendly. So grab your tea and let's begin, because English is not just about grammar, it's about connection. Don't miss the full conversation between Arjun and Komal. It's packed with daily use vocabulary that will boost your spoken English. And if you want the vocabulary from this video, you can get it. Just join the YouTube membership for only 89 rupees per month. You'll receive a doc file with all the intermediate and advanced vocabulary, along with similar words and example sentences. Also, by joining, you'll be able to watch exclusive videos available only for membership users. By joining, you're not just learning, you're also supporting me. These videos take a lot of time, effort, and money to create, and your support truly helps me keep going. So go ahead, click join, and start leveling up your English. And trust me, if you keep learning like this, you'll see a big improvement in your spoken English in just a couple of months. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So let's get started.
Hey Arjun, the other day my cousin asked me, how should I give feedback in English without sounding rude? And honestly, I didn't know how to explain it properly. I mean, giving feedback is such a common thing, but when you have to do it in English, suddenly it feels like a big exam. Have you ever felt the same? Like, you know the words, but you're not sure if it sounds polite or too harsh?
Oh, totally. I have faced that so many times, especially at work. Sometimes I want to appreciate someone, but I don't know the right phrase, so I just say good or nice, and it feels too plain. And when I want to point out a mistake, I'm scared the other person will think I'm criticizing them. In India, we often say things directly in our mother tongue, but in English, it needs a little sugar coating. So, yeah, it's tricky.
Exactly. That's what I was telling my cousin. Feedback is not only about saying good or bad, it's about saying it in a way that motivates the other person. Like in Hindi, we can just say, Are ye galat hai, and it's okay. But in English, if you say, This is wrong, it sounds too blunt. So we need to add polite words or phrases. I think learners struggle with this the most. AI keys.
Hmm, that makes sense. So maybe today we can actually practice this. Like a little role play. We can think of situations from daily life, at school, at work, even at home. And we can show how to give positive feedback and also constructive feedback. It will be like a mini English class, but in a friendly style.
Oh, I love that idea. And we can also explain some common mistakes people make, like saying very good all the time. I mean, it's fine, but it gets boring, right? Instead, we can teach some new words like impressive, well done. That's a smart move. Things like that. And also, how to soften negative feedback by using phrases like maybe you could try or have you thought about.
Perfect. You sound like a teacher already. But let's make it fun, okay? Not like a boring classroom. We can add jokes, examples, even some typical Indian situations. Like, imagine giving feedback to someone who made chai without sugar. That's a national disaster. So, yeah, let's do this step by step. This step by.
Ha ha ha, yes. Chai without sugar definitely needs some feedback. Okay, let's start with the positive side. Suppose your friend cooks something tasty for the first time. Instead of just saying good, you can say, Wow, this is really delicious. You've done a great job. Or you can say, I'm impressed. You've improved a lot. That way, the person feels encouraged.
True. And you can even add idioms to sound more natural, like, you've hit the nail on the head if someone gave the right answer, or you're on the right track if they're doing something correctly but still need to continue. Indians love idioms, and in English, they make you sound smart. But of course, you should not overuse them. Otherwise, people will think you're showing off.
Yes, moderation is the key. You know, I once told my junior at work, "You're on fire today." And she thought I was saying she was literally burning. She was so confused. So, yeah, sometimes idioms need a little explanation too. But still, they make feedback lively.
Ha ha ha. Poor girl. Okay, now let's talk about constructive feedback, the polite way of pointing out mistakes. For example, if someone's presentation was boring, you can't just say, "It was boring." That sounds rude. Instead, you can say, "I think your content was good, but maybe you could make the slides more colorful." See? You're saying the truth, but in a softer way.
Exactly, that's the sandwich technique. First, you say something positive, then you give the suggestion, and finally, you end with another positive line. Like, "I liked your confidence. Maybe you can speak a little slower, but overall, you did really well." That way, the person doesn't feel bad. It's like giving medicine with honey.
Nice metaphor. And you know, one common mistake Indian learners make is using should too strongly, like, "You should not do this." It sounds like an order. Instead, use words like maybe, perhaps, or you could try. For example, maybe you could try adding more examples. That makes you sound polite, not bossy.
Yes, that's very important. Also, tone of voice matters. Even if you say nice words but your tone is angry, then the person will still feel hurt. So always smile a little when giving feedback. In English, people notice body language too. It's not just the words.
Absolutely. By the way, Komal, do you remember last week you helped me with my presentation? I really liked how you gave me feedback. You didn't just say, "Arjun, your slides are boring." You said, "Your topic is interesting. Maybe you can add some pictures. It will make it more engaging." That really helped me improve.
Oh, thank you. See, that's the magic of polite feedback. And I also noticed that you actually used my suggestion. So, when giving feedback, it's also nice to appreciate when people follow it. For example, I can see you worked on my suggestion and it looks much better now. That encourages them even more.
Yeah. And in daily life too, like with friends and family, we can practice this. Imagine your younger brother scored less marks in English. Instead of saying you are weak in English, you can say, "I know English is a little tough, but you're improving." Maybe you could read one short story every day. That's kinder, right?
Definitely. And when giving feedback at work, we should be even more careful because colleagues may take things personally. So, phrases like, "in my opinion, I feel that," or "from my perspective," are useful. They show that it's just your view, not a universal truth. That saves you from arguments.
Good point. And when giving positive feedback at work, instead of saying just "good job," we can say, "I appreciate the effort you put into this project," or "your hard work really shows." These sentences sound professional but also warm. You know, small words make a big difference.
So true. I remember one time my manager said to me, "Your presentation was clear and easy to follow." That simple feedback gave me so much confidence. It wasn't fancy, but it felt genuine. Sometimes sincerity matters more than vocabulary.
Yes, sincerity is the secret ingredient. And let's not forget about feedback in fun situations. Like if your friend sings at a party, don't just say nice. Say, "Wow, wow, you have a melodious voice. I really enjoyed it." Or if you don't want to lie but also don't want to hurt, you can say, "That was interesting. You have a unique style." See, you're being kind without being fake.
Haha, that's a smart trick. I used to do that with my college friends who love singing but were, let's say, not very talented. Instead of laughing, I'd say, "You have so much energy. I liked your confidence." That way, they didn't feel insulted. Words are powerful, right?
Oh, yes, words can heal or hurt. So, to sum up, when giving feedback in English, use polite phrases like maybe, you could try, I feel. Use positive words like impressive, well done, I appreciate. Try the sandwich method and always be sincere. If you remember these, you'll sound natural and respectful.
That's a great summary. And viewers, if you're watching this, you can also practice with your friends. Just pick a random situation, like someone cooked, someone played cricket, someone gave a speech, and then try giving feedback in English using the phrases we taught. Practice makes perfect.
Yes, and don't worry about making mistakes. Even native speakers sometimes struggle with feedback. The important thing is to keep trying. And remember, English is not about big words, it's about connecting with people. So focus on kindness and clarity. The rest will follow.
Well said. I feel we should also give feedback to our viewers right now. So, dear viewers, you are doing an amazing job just by watching this video and improving your English. You should be proud of yourself. Keep learning, keep practicing, and soon you'll be fluent.
Ha ha ha. Yes, that's our feedback for you all. And feedback for you. You're an excellent partner in this conversation. You explain things so clearly with examples and humor. I really enjoyed this discussion. You nailed it.
Oh, thank you. And my feedback for you is that you make learning fun. You bring in jokes, Indian examples, and practical tips. I think viewers will love your style. So, overall, we're a good team, right?
Absolutely. High five. And let's end by saying giving feedback is an art, but with practice, anyone can master it. So, friends, keep smiling, keep learning, and don't be afraid to give feedback in English because the right words can make a big difference.
Before we end, I feel we should share some final spoken English tips with our viewers because feedback is one topic, but overall, people also want to speak English more fluently in daily life. If we add a few golden rules, it will help them a lot. What do you think?
Yes, that's a fantastic idea. After all, feedback is part of communication, and communication means spoken English. So let's give them some bonus tips, like the dessert after the main course. And honestly, I've learned many of these tips from my own struggles. So this will be real, not just theory.
Exactly. Real life tips work best. Okay, tip number one, don't be afraid of making mistakes. You know, Sometimes people hesitate to speak because they think their grammar is not perfect. But actually, even if you make small errors, people will still understand you. Confidence is more important than perfection.
That's so true. And tip number two, think in English. Like if you see a cup of chai, don't think chai first and then translate. Just think tea. It feels tough at first, but with practice, your brain starts adjusting. It's like training a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets.
Nice one. Tip number three, listen more. Watch English movies, listen to songs, podcasts, or even cricket commentary in English. When you hear natural expressions again and again, they stick in your head. And later, you can use them in real conversations without even realizing.
Yes, listening is powerful. And tip number 4, practice with friends. Don't wait for a classroom. Even if your friend knows little English, just decide to speak in English for 10 minutes a day. You can talk about anything: food, cricket, Bollywood. Slowly, you will feel more comfortable.
Absolutely. And tip number 5, use simple sentences. Many learners try to use big, complicated words to sound smart. But honestly, simple English is clear English. Say, I like this idea instead of I am profoundly appreciative of this innovative concept. Keep it natural.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, that profoundly appreciative line was too much. Okay, last tip from my side: learn useful phrases, not only grammar rules. For example, phrases like, I see a point. That makes sense? Could you repeat that? These are ready made sentences you can use anytime. They save you when your mind goes blank.
Brilliant. So, friends, remember these tips. Be confident, think in English, listen more, practice daily, keep it simple, and learn useful phrases. If you follow even half of these, your spoken English will improve quickly. And when you give feedback, you'll sound natural and polite.
Yes, and always remember, English is not just about language, it's about connection. So don't chase perfection, chase communication. The goal is not to impress, but to express. If you can do that, you've already won half the battle.
Wow, that's a perfect closing line. I think our viewers will really appreciate this. So, dear friends, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep learning. And if you found this conversation useful, share it with someone who also wants to improve their English.
Exactly. And don't forget, feedback is like salt in food. Too little, it's bland. Too much, it's salty. But just the right amount, and everyone enjoys it. So give feedback in English with balance, positivity, and politeness.
Ha ha ha, nice analogy. Okay, so that's it from us today. Until next time, stay confident, stay curious, and keep speaking English every single day. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. And remember, practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes progress. See you soon.
Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. I really appreciate your support. I'd love to know what new vocabulary words did you find interesting or helpful. Please share them in the comments below. And finally, if you're a regular viewer and my videos are helping you improve your spoken English, I invite you to consider joining the YouTube membership or supporting the channel by clicking the thanks button in the comments. Your support means a lot and helps me keep creating helpful videos like this one.